And now, the Crypt Keeper of Creepy, the provocative prince of the tweens, the nightmare from Neptune. It's Zabujard!
Testing. Hi. I couldn't sleep very well last night. I couldn't sleep very well last night because, well, I had a melatonin, but I've been having those every day. But I had a pretty big pill of melatonin last night. It was so big, it was hard to swallow, if you can believe that. It was so big that the pill was hard to swallow. So that's when you know it's a big pill, is when it's hard to swallow. And still just couldn't sleep very well. The melatonin does give nightmares sometimes. And I kept thinking that an alien was going to walk into the room and attack me for some reason. And that's because I was sleeping in a different bedroom, number one. Number two, the melatonin. So those two reasons. Those are the two reasons why I just could not get good sleep last night. Different bedroom, different bed, and giant melatonin pill. And aliens. Those are the four reasons why. And so I don't know if the day is ruined or something, but I just feel, it's been 2 weeks since you sucked me off. I've been trying to go to bed since midnight, and now it's 7:30 in the morning, and I feel tired. Because I feel like I was just in and out of sleep all night. And I was in and out of sleep all night, and then now it's bright. Now the sun is out. And at least I can have another Coca-Cola today. But, aliens did not attack me last night. I kept thinking they were going to, but I'm fine. I didn't even get, just paranoia from those reasons I talked about, dead nigger AIDS reasons that I talked about earlier. Dead nigger AIDS. I have a dream that every black boy will have dead nigger AIDS. That's Martin Luther King. Wilma, let me into this house. Wilma. I think there's a Martin Luther King out here and he's trying to get me. I need to get in the house. Wilma, unlock the door. Wilma. Alvin and the Chipmunks, unlock the door. There's a Martin Luther King out here and he's trying to strangle me to death. Alvin, open this door. Wilma. If it was I'm gonna have to make a cartoon where it's fucking Fred Flintstone and fucking Dave from Alvin and the Chipmunks. And Fred is yelling Wilma, and fucking Dave is yelling Alvin, and they both won't let him in the fucking house. Holy shit. How many shows have there been where the fucking wife or someone locks them out of the house every episode? There's the Flintstones. There's the Jetsons. There's Alvin and the Chipmunks. There's Urkel, Family Matters. He always kicks him out. There's the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. Well, the uncle kicks him out. Uncle, let me in. And Carl Winslow, let me in. Family Matters kicks him out of the house. Fresh Prince, Jetsons, Flintstones, Alvin and the Chipmunks. That's 5 shows I can think of off the top of my head where they're yelling to let them back in the fucking house. If you can think of more, please write them in the comments, because I will make a cartoon with all of them. If I can think of all the shows where they get locked out of the faggot fucking house, then I'm going to make a cartoon about it. And it might have Martin Luther King in it. It might have Martin Luther King in it because he had a big dream. And I didn't have a dream last night because I had a hard time sleeping. I have a dream because I took a sleeping pill and I was able to go to sleep. That's Martin Luther King. Martin Luther King. I had a dream that every dead nigger AIDS, blah 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 blah. Yeah, write in the comments if you know a show where they get kicked out of the house. Also, Kimmy Gibbler from Full House gets kicked out of the house sometimes. Kimmy Gibbler, I would gibble all over her nibbler. That's all I'm allowed to say on here about Kimmy Gibbler. Okay? We all would have gobbled Gibbler's... We all would have gobbled Gibbler's... Gabbled. We all would have gibblered, gobbled... I would have gibblered all over her gobbler, nigger. I would have gobblered, glibbered all over her digglers. I would have globber, glibbered all over Kimmy Gibbler's globber, glibber, glibber, globber. Globber, slobber, wopper, wopper, lobber, lob, glob. Globber, slobber, water, glob. Kimmy Gibbler was a good, she was cool in the show. So who else was hot? Who else was hot in the 90s? Sam and Cat was hot from Nickelodeon. Sam and Cat, they were hot. Kimmy Gibbler was hot in the 90s. Everyone on Victorious was hot. Everyone on, what other shows are there? Kim Possible was hot. I'm drawing a blank here. I have seen a lot of shows. I can't remember right now. Scooby-Doo, would you rather Velma or Daphne? Write in the comments, I think. I mean, probably just both, right? I mean, that's a shitty question to ask. Probably just both. If you had to choose one from Scooby-Doo, I think... then I think it's gotta be, what was Scooby-Doo's Down syndrome cousin's name? Doofy-Doo? Was his name Doofy-Doo? If you had to choose one from Scooby-Doo to fuck, then I think a lot of people would just pick Doofy-Doo from Scooby-Doo, who was Scooby's Down syndrome. I'm not kidding, he had a hillbilly Down syndrome cousin with AIDS and retardation, and his name was I can't remember his name, but it might have been Doofy-Doo. I'm gonna look into it, and I will post a picture of him in the video. And I ask a lot of people who they'd fuck from Scooby-Doo, and they always say Doofy-Doo, or they say Scrappy-Doo. They say Scrappy, or they say Doofy, or they say They say one of the monsters from Scooby-Doo, like the Knight, or the what are the monsters' names? What's the green guy's name with the brown hair? His name was, I know they had a swamp creature. They had a knight. They had I watched Scooby-Doo. I don't know. You guys have no idea how much Stormbound I played today. I played a shitload of it. I pretty much played it all day. I'm not kidding. Like fucking 20 hours a day. 20 hours today. Or fucking at least like 10 or 16 hours of Stormbound today. I'm not kidding. And it's a dead game, so there you go. I mean, it's not totally dead. But it's not. It doesn't have a whole bunch. It doesn't have a lot of players. But and yes, I've spent money on it. I've spent money on a dead game. That's how you know someone's a silly NEET. Is when they spend money on dead games, which I've done on several dead games, which is kind of funny. Kind of funny to spend your money on dead honey, fucking nigger nunny money. Honey, wunny, bunnies. The Energizer Bunny got Mandela affected. He doesn't have his batteries on his cock now. He doesn't have his batteries on his back now. He has his batteries on like his foot. And in the 90s, the Energizer Bunny had his battery pack on his back. You put I think, right? You put the batteries into his back. Now the batteries are just like on his foot or his hand. It doesn't make any sense now. It looks totally gay, fag, nigger, retarded. Because in the 90s, the bunny had the batteries on his back. And now they're on his foot. Because I remember the 90s commercials, they would open up his back, put the batteries in, and then he would clap his hands. And so that just proves that reality is very fluid. Nothing here is set in stone. One day you could be a human, tomorrow you could be a flamingo. I don't know. Because the Illuminati's using gay nigger technology from Tartaria or whatever, probably, to change the timeline around. Change the timeline around. Timelined. Not timeline, timelined. Change the timeline around. Why did I say timelined? I like that. I like timelined. I like that now. Me like timelined. So, yeah, no, I mean, I haven't been doing the NEET podcast at all lately, so this is I just thought I would throw some meat out there to the people who, a lot of people subscribe to this channel for the NEET stuff, and now I don't really do any of that. I just kind of do the cartoons and stuff, so it's just kind of it's one of those things, you know. I actually hate NEETs, and I'm not even a NEET. I work about 60 hours a week. I have a GF. I have a kid. I have a wife. I have 2 families. I work 70 hours part-time. I have 3 different jobs. I'm a paper boy. I'm a nigger boy. I'm a paper boy, nigger boy, Scooby-Doo boy. I solve mysteries in my free time. I don't like NEETs. I like solving mysteries for work. I think NEETs should get jobs as mystery solvers. They are hiring right now. If you go on Indeed and you upload your resume that you work on, if you work on your resume for more than 2 minutes, you will get any job you want as a mystery solver. And lazy NEETs don't work. They don't want to solve mysteries. They just want to... Basically, I call it chug and tug. They chug and tug at their meat, at their pretzel sticks, instead of getting a real job. And I have 4 jobs, and I have 5 jobs, blow jobs, hand jobs, 6 jobs. I have 8. I went to a rehab once, and the guy who worked there said he had, I think, 8 jobs. But he counted owning a dog as having a job. There's no way he actually had 8 jobs. But he counted owning a dog as one job, and he said he had 8 different jobs. So if you guys own a dog right now, you guys have a job. You're not a NEET. You're a fraud. You're a fraud. You're a fucking fraud. I kind of own a dog, so I actually am employed. Because I kind of do own a dog. So, my movie recommendations for today is The Monkey by Stephen King. It came out last year, and it's pretty funny. It's a great film for anyone to watch. The new Rick and Morty's pretty decent. I've been watching a little bit of that, just to distract myself from Chug and Tug. The new Rick and Morty's decent. The Monkey's funny. Leroy, Texas was a really good film this year. The new Captain America was pretty decent. It was fun enough to watch. I watched that. That was fun. The new Black Mirror was pretty decent. I try to watch stuff sometimes, It's hard to sit through anything these days, but I try to watch. Okay, see you guys. Bye-bye. Wilma, subscribe to the channel. Wilma. New NEET videos every day. Wilma, Alvin, let me in the house. Bye-bye.
Now it's time to have a snuggle with my very best friend in the whole wide world. You. Well, I'm glad you could come over. See you soon. Bye. And the clown jumped over the moon.